The Church of England was for a long time just the Catholic Church in England, and they accepted the Pope's authority. But in 1534, King Henry VIII separated the Church from the authority of the Pope, and suddenly Catholic bishops became Anglican bishops, and Catholic churches became Anglican churches. More than King Henry himself, Thomas Cranmer, Archbishop of Canterbury, was the one who provided the theological basis for the new Anglican system of things. From England, Anglicanism has spread to other parts of the world. Most Anglicans in America are called Episcopalians. Martin Luther, a Catholic priest, as the story goes, nailed a list of complaints about the Catholic Church to the door of the Castle Church in Wittenberg, Germany, in the year 1517. Those who followed Luther's teaching eventually came to have their own churches, and Lutheran churches became the government-approved state churches in many German states and also in other countries like Norway and Sweden. Lutheran denominations in America today often began with immigrants from places with Lutheran state churches. Jan Hus was a theologian in Bohemia within the borders of modern Czechia, and his teachings gained influence there, leading to a group of people following him called Hussites. When he was executed for theological reasons in the year 1415, it led to the Hussite Wars. Some Hussites took the name of Unitas Fratrum, or Unity of the Brethren, in 1457. Ultimately, over the next few centuries, political and religious persecution led to them being suppressed and greatly reduced in number. However, in 1722, German nobleman Nicholas Zinzendorf offered asylum to some of these Protestants who came from the land of Moravia. The group that settled on his land gave a second wind to the Unity of the Brethren, which also took on the name of the Moravian Church. Though the church claims the original founding of the Unitas Fratrum in 1457 as their beginning, some people also consider Zinzendorf's revived Moravian church from the 1700s to be distinct enough to be a different denomination from the original. Frenchman John Calvin was a theologian and reformer who fled to Geneva in 1536 in what is today Switzerland. Those influenced by his philosophy started churches that were sometimes called Calvinist, but often today are referred to as Reformed churches. Germany had Reformed churches too, and they became widespread in Switzerland and the Netherlands. People emigrating from the Netherlands started Dutch Reformed churches in America. Calvin's Reformed theology was adopted by John Knox, who was influential in promoting it in Scotland. The Church of Scotland too would eventually adopt Calvinist theology. Their brand of Reformed theology was called Presbyterianism. Sometimes Presbyterians are separated out from Reformed, but in this video we'll treat them as synonymous. There are other denominations that are sometimes counted as Reformed that we're not addressing in this video, like Congregationalists and Reformed Baptists.